hello to the fine people of YouTube, and the not so fine ones who insist on keep checking into my videos and leaving negative comments. But I'm afraid I've had far worse from My Little Pony community, so your comments are not going to get to me anymore. So you'd do better to move on to someone else's videos if you want a response to your trolling. Ever onwards with the orthodontic vlogging. So it's been 5 weeks since my last video, and I went back to see the orthodontist for my latest brace adjustment today. There's really not a lot to report at this late stage in the treatment, because I've had the braces for almost 2 years now. So everything is moving very slowly, but I can feel that there is some improvement from week to week, so something must be going right. Today the orthodontist put a couple of little bends in the wire on the left hand side, because the main problem now, on the right side the bite has almost corrected itself, but the lower left teeth are being a bit stubborn, which we always knew they were going to be the trouble, because they really were. Originally they were leaning over and digging into my tongue before I even had braces fitted, so we always knew they were going to be the stragglers who took forever to move. But things do seem to be improving slowly, so my orthodontist has done a couple of things to try and speed the process up by adding a couple of little bends in the wire, as I mentioned, and also I've got another elastic on the left side, which is already causing a great deal of pain in my mouth. I'm sure everybody will be pleased to know, since you all hate me so much. And so I've still got the elastic on the right, but now I've got a matching one, because it's very fashionable to be symmetrical, you see. So yeah, so you probably, well, you might not want to see a close-up of my teeth, but you're going to anyway, so you can see all the fine improvement that's going on in there. Hopefully I've got this in the right place, because I'm never sensible enough to put a mirror behind the camera. So I don't actually know where the bends in the wire are, but they're somewhere on the lower left, somewhere at the back, and I think there's another one just at the front there. Always the springiness of the elastic never fails to make me feel sick. You can see what she's trying to do is pull the lower teeth up with that elastic to meet the top ones to form the bite, and then I'll be able to have the braces removed. So anyway, if I can just stop talking for 5 minutes, perhaps I can give you an overview of my teeth. You still got that little elastic in there. Can't open my mouth particularly wide to show you how the bite is going together with the elastics in, so I should probably have taken them out before I made this video, but I'm not going to make a mess of it now without a mirror. But that's really the only adjustments that have been made today, and then I have to go back in another 5 weeks, because at least the time between the appointments has been shortened, because it used to be every 6 weeks. Now it's every 5 weeks, which means hopefully the progress will be sped up slightly, and I'm still hoping I can get these braces off by my birthday in May, but we'll see. I don't really have any other news about my braces. After my last video, well, it was actually quite horrifying. The braces broke again, and I had to go back and get them fixed. But it was quite terrifying, because I was just innocently sitting at the dining table talking to my mum. We weren't even eating dinner, you know, so there was no movement in my teeth or my braces, apart from the fact that I was talking, as usual, and I suddenly felt something down in the side of my mouth, between my gum and the inside of my cheek, and I thought, what's that? And it was the back piece of the wire between the last two brackets at the back of my mouth had just snapped off. And you may remember from a previous vlog, right back near the start of my treatment, that happened once before. A piece of the wire just mysteriously disappeared. But that one I think must have disappeared overnight and I actually swallowed the wire. But because I was obviously sitting up, I felt it happen and was able to stop myself from swallowing this piece, because I try not to live on a diet of metal, but sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, that was quite easily fixed. The orthodontist just had to replace the wire at the bottom. And I don't think it slowed my progress down too much, because it was only on the back tooth. And in fact, now, what I didn't point out before, she's actually clipped the wire at the back on the right, because she's so happy with the results on the lower back right teeth. There's no more movement to happen there, so she's just clipped it off so there's less pressure on the lower wire. You can just see there, it ends before that last tooth. So yeah, apart from that, that's really the only changes since my last vlog. So I suppose I will leave it there and come back after my next appointment in 5 weeks' time, which I think is March the 15th, but since I don't have a diary in front of me either, this vlog was really quite pointless. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for watching as usual. And signing out now from your intrepid orthodontic vlogger, and I'll speak to you soon.